And
It was pure exhilaration.
We just got back from Mexico and did a show with Justin Bieber. Actually, 2 shows. It was honestly the most incredible thing I've ever done.
Mexico is amazing. We went to Mexico City recently and played for 65,000 people for 2 nights with Justin Bieber opening, which was awesome. He's a cool kid, and Cobra Starship opened before that. Opening, Justin Bieber headlining, we opened. But anyways, that was an amazing show. I mean, I've never played in front of that many people, and I hope to get back there on my own one day.
I wasn't nervous, I just wanted to do it. Like, at that point, it's the last 10 minutes before the show, I'm always like, alright, let's just go. Because I just want to go do it. I want to go do it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I just want to go out there. And once you are in front of the audience and they respond, it's just takes over from there, and you just do whatever you think of that might keep them happy and entertained. And really trippy to see that many people jumping up and down at one time.
65,000 people in one place is pretty overwhelming, and for our biggest show ever, just to go and do that in like our first time in Mexico, that was just surreal. It was a lot of fun, and it was terrifying, but it was great. The Mexican fans are incredible. We got our first gold record in Mexico, which was so cool, and we're so blessed, and thank you guys so much. And what else? Justin Bieber, he's a really cool kid. I've hung out with him a couple times, and finally seeing his show and like seeing how dedicated he is and such a hard worker, it was kind of inspiring to me, because like now that I see what we could be, I want it even more. And so thank you, Justin, for having us, and it was a lot of fun.
The kid, he's got a very cool job, and we have very cool jobs as well, but he's got a cool job to be able to go out there and perform for, like, I mean, I think that was one of his biggest shows. I think it was like 65,000 people.
Wow.
But he gets to go do stadiums in Mexico, or not in Mexico, but South America. His South American tour was all stadiums.
Wow.
So it's anywhere from 20,000 to 60.
Yeah.
And to do that every night is, what more could you ask for from a job?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really the best thing. It's not even a job. It's a privilege to be doing it. And it was a privilege to open for him, and when we went out, the place was full. It was full capacity. And so running out on stage in front of 65,000 people was definitely an eye-opening experience, for sure.
He's a blast. I mean, he's the one who started it first. So it's cool to see him, especially I think from the last couple of years. When we first met him, he was just kind of getting started out, kind of where we are now. So to see his growth was really cool, and I mean, he had good advice, and I know that Scooter had great advice, and he's like, just keep going with it, because you guys you're going there. So, so it was a blessing and honor to work with Bieber, and hopefully we'll get to do it again soon.
Melt in your mouth.
Satisfying.
The album's called Elevate, and we wrote pretty much everything that you're hearing on the album. So it's gonna be a really cool thing for the fans to really see a different side of Big Time Rush, and for us individually as writers and artists, and it's filled with tons of music for you guys especially. So I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Elevate. This is album number 2 for us, and we are beyond excited. The first album was great, had amazing success. We didn't know what to expect, but we didn't have as much of a hand in creating it because we were filming the TV show predominantly, and it was kind of a rushed album. This second one, we've had a much longer time to be writing and recording, working with amazing producers and songwriters, and I think out of the 12 songs in the album, 8 of them were written by us, either individually or collectively. So we are so excited. It's going to be much more mature music. It's going to be, much more radio friendly, I think, and more exciting. We're really, really proud of it, and I think it's a better reflection of who we are and the music we like than even the first album. So you guys should definitely check that out. It comes out November 21st. And actually, if you see Big Time Movie, Elevate at the end is one of the songs that I wrote, so I'm super proud about that. And we closed the movie with that song.
When we did the first one, it was kind of, we had a lot of songs that were already written, and we didn't have any time because we were making the TV show at the same time, and we needed those songs for the TV show as we were making it. So it's like it had to happen all at once.
Yeah.
This album, we had more time, not a lot, but we had more time. In before we did it, we made sure we told the label, we were like, we want to write.
Yeah.
We just want to write. We're not going to be happy unless we write, so we got to do it. And they were very supportive, and they gave us a whole bunch of, I had like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 writing sessions on my own with really great producers, people that I never would have worked with if I wasn't doing this, and got a lot of really great songs out of it. And the boys wrote a lot of stuff. I think we each have I have 2 songs, like 2 full songs that I wrote, like just me that I wrote, and I think each one of us has like 1, and then the rest we all have like there's like 9 songs that Big Time Rush had a part of writing. So it's like we pretty much had a hand in almost every song on the album, and I think it's really great.
It's coming out on 11/21/11 on November 21st.
Nice.
And this album is going to be really, really great. I mean, it means and it's so special to us because we got to write basically almost the whole thing. I think that we wrote and co-wrote about 8 out of the 12 tracks, which
Amazing.
from the first album, that's, you know, a huge step for us, and we really put our heart and souls into this album. The music is definitely mature, a lot more mature, and a lot more radio friendly, but it still has that fun vibe. Something that that's like super unique that me and the boys were talking about is that you can listen to the songs and you can kind of tell who wrote each song just by knowing our personalities. So I'm curious to see, you know, how people are going to be like, oh, that's totally a Kendall song, that's totally a Carlos song.
Right.
So that's going to be fun, and it's coming out soon, 11/21/11, November 21st, and there's going to be a lot of special stuff happening around those days, so you guys be ready.
As a 20-year-old, I would buy it just because it's just good music.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, we're doing a lot of growing even within the last year, and it's cool because I think the fans are growing with us, you know, so as we get older, you know, they're obviously getting older, and we're going through a lot of changes right now, I guess, as far as, you know, being on the road and the lifestyles that we're living, so to be able to really let that out and talk about it and to, you know, write songs that are really on our hearts and our heads is really, I think, needed. You know, I think we're so ready for this music to come out and have everybody hear it, you know.
Well, it was funny. I worked with, there's a song, I'm trying to download it right now so I can listen to it because we're getting a final mix, but there's a song called Cover Girl that I wrote with Toby Gad and Lindy Robbins. And Toby did Skyscraper, so like when I was in the studio, I saw like on his chart of things he had to finish was Skyscraper, and I was like,
wow.
Oh my god, I'm working with like, he had like that, and then he had like Jessie J on there, things he had to finish, and it was like some of my favorite artists he had been writing songs with, and it was a privilege to be there, and to have him think that my ideas were good ideas was like, oh my god, like I might actually be kind of good at songwriting.
Yeah.
It was definitely good practice. It was really good practice, and it worked because that song's going to be on the album, and then another one that I did is going to be on the album. And then hopefully this third one that I did is going to be released next summer. So
Very cool.
I definitely got some good writing in, and I think the label was really happy with everything, which is a big compliment. I cannot wait to the day that I can sing Cover Girl in front of a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
I can't wait. The only way you can get anything done is by working your butt off.
You know, in Ohio, we met some really cool sheriffs. Like the whole sheriff's team was there at the fair, the venue we were performing at. And at one point decided they liked us enough to bring out some military Hummers and some of their vehicles and just let me drive them around. Like kind of a wild afternoon, but literally we're sitting there, like the head sheriff in the back, just like, go faster, James. I'm like, all right, just jumping over stuff. Like, yeah, we do some fun stuff on the road.
The road is much different. It's almost like night and day in a way. And the cool thing about being on the road is we get to really see our fans and meet our fans, and that's such a cool thing because, I mean, they're the reason why we do what we do. You know?
Right.
So to see them is really cool. And obviously playing our music and having a party pretty much every night for the concerts that we play is nuts. You know, we just got back from Mexico with Bieber, and we played in front of like 65,000 people. So, I mean, it's a huge party.
Yeah.
And Mexico was pretty huge. I mean, that's the one that is, you know, pops into my head because that one we just got done playing. But I mean, I think there's not one that I can really nail down. I think it's just like, it's so overwhelming to have so many people that love the music and love what you do and are so supportive of you. So I think that all together with every place that we've visited is really like the coolest moment in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing being able to meet the fans and see them and talk with them and have a good time. It was really cool. It was definitely an experience I will never forget.
See you guys later.
All right.
Bye.